Good morning, good morning. It's now 6 days after the ultra marathon. I'm going to be working on a review video today. I've had another really busy week. Last Saturday I drove to Berkshire, did the ultra on the Sunday, drove home on the Monday, got the video finished and edited for you on the Tuesday, drove up to Scotland on the Wednesday, family funeral on the Thursday, went up a hill and drove back home again yesterday. So that's 1,100 miles in 5 days. And now today I'm having a little run, but what I want to do is take you with me for a short hike up a humid hill in Dumfries, which I did yesterday. So let's crack on with that. Good morning. Happily I find myself in Scotland. Sadly it was for a family funeral, but celebrating the life of my lovely Aunt Rowena, who's lived for a magnificent 95 years. As you drive down the motorway, in the distance you can see Dumfries, and there's a great big lump that sticks up called Criffel. And I saw it from the motorway, and even though it's now shrouded in mist, I'm going up it. Why would I want to rush my way to get to 30-degree heat in North Hertfordshire when I could spend a couple of hours climbing up this amazing lump from where I can probably see across to the Lake District and working off some of the delicious food I've been eating over the last couple of days. But it is quite steep, they tell me. So that's the Solway Firth. So the Solway is the river, Firth estuary. Now we're getting out onto the moors. Beautiful heather. Remember, this is July. Lovely cooling breeze now. It's really quite humid in amongst all those trees. Some people will always ask, why am I doing this when it was shrouded in mist at the start? Several reasons. One of the main ones is a lot of my life I've spent talking myself out of doing things. I've said before, I'm quite good at seeing all sides of an argument, and the coward in me, or the safety conscious person in me, can often find a better reason to not do something. And that's quite a sad place to be, because you miss out on an awful lot of experiences. Hence why I've gone for a lot of my runs. If I spend too much time thinking about it, I talk myself out. And sometimes I need to just act on a spur. And I'd looked up this hill yesterday, thought it might be fun, saw the weather was dreich today, and decided against it. Going down the motorway, turned to the east, caught a glimpse of it just standing completely proud against the blue sky, and I thought, no, go. So here I am. I've now got here, and it was shrouded in mist, but I've got a funny feeling this place is a bit like Snowdon, that if you start with it misty at the bottom, it'll be blue sky at the top. weather today is definitely coming and going. A lot of clouds coming up from behind me, up the Irish Sea, and I think we have a good chance of getting a clear view at the top. If we do, we'll look across to the Lake District. I don't know, possibly even the Isle of Man on a really clear day. Hey, that's one of the reasons, or several of the reasons why I'm doing it. Also, I've only done little walks this week, no running since Race of the Stones, and this, my heart rate's already in the 150s. It took 28 minutes for the first mile, so this can only be a good thing for me before spending another 6 hours in a car. Here we go then. Just looking towards England, and there's the River Solway, the Solway Firth, looking away to the Lake District, and then out to the Irish Sea. And we're still going up. Looks like the clouds rolling in. Not that you'd know it from the views, but here's the top. Oh, you love a futile gesture. 52 minutes from the car park. I'm not going to clamber up on the cairn, I see no point, but we've made it. Actually, it's a trig point. Let's go. Although it looks very boggy to get to that trig point. I don't know if you can see it. Let's see. I don't want to get wet feet. Very boggy. Let's take that rocky route. So really boggy through that bit there. I'm hoping that by walking along this load of rocks, I'll get to the trig point. Let's see if I can do that without hurting myself. There seems little point stopping because there's no view at all, and as I do have probably 350 miles to drive, I'm now going to go back along here, try not to fall off, and then retrace our steps, and hopefully we will get some magnificent views along the way. I have to say one thing about the Scottish hotels: the food was magnificent. Scottish breakfast was as you'd expect, full fry up, but including a great slab of haggis and tatty scone. I can now work off my breakfast, so let's have a little jog, shall we? Actually, the wind is really quite strong behind me, so I'm not going to run. I'm not wearing the right clothes, and with that wind, it just makes it really pushes you forward, so much more likely to trip. So I came up here for a walk, so we'll now walk down, and if I get any decent views, I will show you. And then, as if by magic, as we start coming down, you can just, oh, rocks, You can just see the green fields coming through the mist. Easy, tiger, steady, steady, steady. There you go. And as he passed and I said, well done, he said, you've just got to keep the legs moving, it's not so bad. Wowza. You can see that erosion. The water running down here erodes the path, which is why we've got these gullies. Now this one's blocked, as you can see, and I think that's probably why we've got erosion here, because there was no erosion further down the hill where there were those big open gullies. Now the rain's stopped, there's some big old flies coming out to pay attention to me, which I am not enjoying. Funny, I don't remember them on the way up. I wonder if the rain's had something to do with it. Have I outrun the flies? I don't know, you'll probably be able to see them better than I can, flying around my head. I mean, do flies have territory? Will they follow me for a mile? Or will they stay in their bit that they know and go back there to their family or whatever? I've no idea. Anybody else know? And then we come down and you can see the Solway Firth and the cattle and the sheep. Beautiful. So I did jog quite a lot of the way back down. 1, because it's fun. 2, because it kept me ahead of the flies. 3, because it speeded up the journey. But also I know I've got a dry shirt and what have you in the dry shirt in the car, so I can pop that on when I get there. Right, flies are back. Crack on, Skippy. And there it is. Up we went. Brought a few flies down with us. It's not kind of what I wanted for souvenirs, but hey ho. Now let's get a dry shirt on and crack off down the motorway back to the sunny south. So there we go, a lovely little humid hike. And I met up with that runner who was running up the hill, who said to me, you just got to keep your legs moving. And we had quite a chat in the car park afterwards. Said he likes to run up Criffel and down about 5 times a week as part of his standard fell running training. 5 times a week running up that. Here we go, nice progressive 5k. First proper run back after the ultra, although as you just seen I did run quite a lot of the downhills. I did get several flies come with me in the car, and I wondered at the time, but I wondered if flies have territories, if they have home, because at least one of them I didn't get out of the car until 200 miles farther south in South Lincolnshire. So will that fly now be bereft? Will it feel like he's emigrated to somewhere else? Or will they just go, okay, now where's the next pile of poo that I can go and look at? No idea. Be interesting to find out though, wouldn't it? Anyway, thank you so much for joining me on this one. Hope you enjoyed the little hike. I'll go now, have a shower, and then do that race reflection for you. I did the brain dump, staying in various hotels and in the car. So I've got all the information, I just need to pop it into video form and share it with you. So, right, let's get on, hadn't I? Thanks so much for joining me. See you soon. Take care now.